Good afternoon. Excuse me. Good afternoon and welcome to the Inspiring Inking YouTube channel and the Inspiring Inking Facebook page. I'm Amanda Fowler. It's 2 o'clock on Tuesday, ready for Craft and Chat. If you're here live, can you give me a light and sound check, please? Let's see if my voice, that's a bit better. And if you're watching the replay, thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. Do please leave comments either live or after the live's finished. I will see all of them. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. So, how are we today? Bit of a chilly morning here in the UK, but the sun is shining, the sky is blue. So yeah, I went out down to the village with just a cardigan on. So spring maybe is coming. Good morning, Gina. So obviously I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. It's allergy season. For those of you that are sufferers, it seems to get earlier and earlier for me every year. So yeah, my hay fever's kicked in. Although there is no hay, I think it's tree pollen at the moment that my body is objecting to. But it gives me a bit of a cough and a croaky voice. So apologies for that. Good morning, Tara. Hi, Anne. Hi, Ali. It's freezing. She says flipping freezing. There she is. It's chilly in Kentucky, says Dino. Good afternoon, Karen. And Tara, good morning. So you must be on the other side of the world. Because if it's good morning for you, you're either far east or far west. So what were you up to at the weekend is my first question. Put your comments in. We have got 3 bank holiday weekends in May, which is very exciting. Now, because I run my own business, I kind of forget about bank holidays. It kind of passes me by. It's only that Brian is home on a Monday and I'm thinking, why are you not working? But we've got 3 bank holiday weekends. So we've got next Monday is our normal May Day bank holiday. The following Monday is the celebration for the King's coronation, which is happening a week on Saturday. And then the Monday after my birthday, a little bit excited. My birthday is at the end of May. Monday, the last Monday in May is also a bank holiday. So have you got any bank holiday plans? Because we tend to travel a lot, don't we, over a bank holiday weekend? Lots of family to see. So, yeah, Tara's in East Tennessee. Stella is at a crafting retreat. What are you making, Stella, at your crafting retreat? How many of you are there and what are you making? And tell us all the things. Or all the things that you made. So Texas is in the house. Janet, Dull in Harlow and Chile. She's saying hello to all the lovely crafters as well. Gina's been making Mother's Day cards. So yeah, Mother's Day in the US is in May, isn't it? And for us in the UK and in the rest of Europe, although some of my European friends will probably be able to tell me, I think, yeah, I'm fairly sure Mother's Day is in March for us. It's normally the second to last Sunday in March. I think it's the same for Europe, but I think everybody's Father's Day is the same in June. One of those quirks of our countries. Hollywood, Florida is in the house. Hi, Valerie. Ali went to the local garden centre with her sister. Did you go for tea and cake, Ali, or did you go for plants? Because whenever we go for plants, but end up with tea and cake, and then probably don't get any plants. Deborah's here. Calgary, Alberta is in the house. Anne says gardening and more gardening, but very relaxing. Oh, Gina's having a coronation party on the 8th. That's so cool. Yeah, because I bet lots of people are having garden parties and street parties and all sorts of things. It's sunny in Suffolk, says Anne. Ali said she was at the garden centre for tea and cake, obviously. You see? Do you know, so again, my international friends, here's a question for you. So garden centres here in the UK obviously sell plants because that's what a garden centre does. But invariably, they have a wonderful cafe and really good cake, which is why we go there for cake. But is that just a UK thing or is it a global thing? Tara's had some new cupboards put in. So you've been making cards. So was that for your craft room? New cupboards, tidying in your craft room. That's very cool. Chris and Angela are here. They are in sunny Newbury. So, not doing anything on the bank holiday, but 5 friends are gathering for an indoor picnic. And that's so cool. Indoor picnic to watch the coronation. I shall be glued as girl choristers from her old school will be taking part. How wonderful. How wonderful. A Kentucky Derby party the first Saturday in May, says Dino. Honestly, all these parties and gatherings, it's awesome. It is awesome. Right, my voice is going croaky again now. Let me just sort my tea out because that will probably help. Anne is one of the 5. I love it that you guys hang out here with me, but you're actually friends in real life as well. Oh, Deborah. So Deborah's saying there used to be an awesome garden centre in Vancouver. So that's Canada. We always went to as it had a great little cafe. So it is a global thing then. That's cool. There's one here that has an outside pizza oven. I really want a pizza oven. When we go into the garden centre, we go and look at the pizza ovens. So it's wood-fired pizzas it's just amazing. And you can now get little ones that you sort of, there's like a funnel that you put the wood in at the back and it gets to like screaming hot. But the thing is, there's only the 2 of us now. And actually, we don't eat pizza that often, mainly because most pizzas that you can buy are kind of disappointing because they're not wood-fired. But I was watching a program about some of these wood-fired ovens that they were cooking other things, like on a cast iron skillet. So things like steak and potatoes and bread. So it's working its way up my list. So I'm one of those people that keep a list of the things that, I might like, and I save up, save up my pennies, and then buy the thing. So, but it seems to be on Brian's list as well, which is cool because then we can kind of have it between us. Oh, Gina's saying I'm making her hungry, and Tara. Tara's hungry as well. I know, but wood-fired pizza is just so cool. Tara's saying the cupboards were for her kitchen. But she can't think of any garden centres in Tennessee that have cafes. But the only garden centres are in Walmart. So Walmart is like our Asda, so a supermarket. Oh, that's a shame, you see. So Tara, if you ever find yourself this side of the pond, you need to go to a garden centre. It's like a must do. So yeah. So I'm making myself hungry now. Right. I promised you a look at all of the new colours. So the 11 new and returning colours. So last week, if you missed that craft and chat last week, I showed you the, let me get it, the in colours, the new in colours. Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path. And thanks to Anne, we called them earth tones. I was talking to my team and people are calling them muted. Apparently my description of muddy colours, sludgy colours isn't that good. Who knew? They're just, I love them, but I just couldn't figure out the best way of describing them. So anyway, so I have brought my handy dandy colour chart with me so I can show you the colours in comparison to other colours. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. I've also got a new stamp set to show you. I'm going to make a very quick card with the new stamp set and some of the new three new colours actually. But I just wanted to spend the time really kind of answering your questions about the colours. But you're going to have to excuse my nails. Okay, so I have split 3 nails kind of, and the split's kind of gone down the nail and torn off. Yeah, my hands are really sore, and I honestly don't know what I've done that's different. So I normally have polish on my nails, but I also use strengtheners and conditioners, and I use nail oil on my nails, and you know, they're normally okay, but for the past, I don't know, 6 months or so, they've just been getting worse and worse. And I think it's probably menopause, the gift that keeps on giving, and you know, to do with my hormone levels and all kinds of stuff. But my fingers are sore, so I'm actually going to see a nail person on Thursday to get them sorted out. So hopefully next Tuesday my nails will be looking lovely. But if you've got any hints and tips about great nail care or products, please share them in the comments. All suggestions are hugely welcomed. So Deborah's saying she used the term muddy to describe them. I know. I don't think we're supposed to. I think we're supposed to say something much more upbeat. I love them, but yeah, they're just not. They're just not like translucent, clear colours. Hence the term muddy. Tara's saying Moody Mauve is her favourite. She called them muted as well. Carton Co, Germany. Germany is in the house. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and chat to us. Sending a sunny spring greeting to everyone. And saying OPI hand and nail products have helped her aged nails. Yeah, I use those. I use OPI. What else do I use? Orly. Nailtrition. I use Orly. Deborah's going to switch to using muted or earthen colours now. You see? We're helping each other out with our names. Oh, so Gina's using the Sisterco nail kit. I actually have that in my cupboard, Gina. And I used it a couple of times and then stopped using it. And I can't remember. I can't remember why. Why I stopped using it. I don't think I was very good at it. I think that was probably the issue. I like fast. But I may well get that out again. But I need at the moment, I'm less needing color products. I'm needing fixing products. So yeah, right. Okay, so let's turn the camera around. I just need to switch my phone off. I don't normally bring my phone upstairs when I'm live. But for some reason I've got it here. So I'll put it away. Okay, so let me start out by switching that camera off. Okay, move that. Switch the camera over. And start it again. Yay! Okay, so this Saturday is my in-person bog off sale. And this is the color chart that the people who are coming will be making. It's every single color. So these are obviously all the new colors kind of interspersed in here. So you can see you've got the neutrals here that are blues and greens, browns and grays. You've got the brights, which is pretty much a full rainbow. You've got the subtles, which actually have got quite a lot of pinky purples and blues in now. And the regals with quite a lot of reds and greens going into blues. Oh, Deborah's saying it's a bit out of focus. Is it out of focus for everybody or just Deborah? I think when it's down here on the table, but that should be me bringing it up. That should be in focus. Let me know. Sistico Terra it's a powder. And you put a coating on your nail and then rub a powder in. If you Google it, you'll find them. They're really cool. They do ship all over the world. Valerie's saying she's given up on nice nails unless she uses acrylic or gel. Never remember to wear gloves when cleaning or gardening. Yeah, you see, and that's part of the issue. I do generally wear gloves when I'm washing up or gardening, but my main issue is I'm washing my hands so much when I'm crafting or handling paper and products and things. But I think more than anything, it's my body falling apart. Right. Okay. So these are all the lovely colors. So I'm very excited about these colors and how they're going to work. So let me introduce you to the new colors. And there were two things that two colors I really, really wanted. And the first was I wanted a really proper lemon yellow. And they've given us lemon lolly, which is awesome. And the other thing that I wanted was a baby blue, which we've kind of got in boho blue. It's not as baby as I'd like, but it's okay. But then I wanted a baby pink. And we've got bubble bath, which is really cool. So I'm going to show you them all. So this is lemon lolly. And let me just find my yellows. Okay, so that is daffodil. So you can see that compared to daffodil. And ooh, I think actually I'm going to take them off the ring. We'll just throw them all over the table. That'll be good. So that's daffodil. That's crushed curry. But the one that you really want to see it against is So Saffron. So Saffron is the yellow that's gone. And again, if I bring it up, it's kind of, it's always tricky with color to kind of show you. But this has got more of an orange tone in it. This is really, really true lemon yellow. And it's called Lemon Lolly, which is very cool. Then we've got this one. This is Bubble Bath. Now, Bubble Bath is, I would say it's a blue pink. It hasn't got kind of any undertones of, let me just show you there, any sort of purpley undertones. It's more blue. That's Fresh Freesia. That's Petal Pink and Blushing Bride. Now, Blushing Bride is the pink that went. Again, Blushing Bride to me was always a muddy pink. We're back to muddy again, aren't we? But this is such a true pink. It's really pretty. Okay. Then this is a returning color. This is Lemon Lime Twist. It is citrus green. Really vibrant. Now, I thought it was really similar to Granny Apple Green, but it's not. It's got way more yellow in it. So that's Garden Green. That's Old Olive. That's Mossy Meadow. Yeah, Shaded Spruce is much darker. But this is Pear Pizzazz. Oh, actually, have I got mint macaron in here? Yeah, let me put mint macaron up there as well. So mint macaron has also gone. But it's a very, very different green. So this is Lemon Lime Twist. And you may well have had that because it wasn't in color. Right, so this is Fresh Freesia, which was in the current in colors. It's quite different to the other purples that we've got. Da, 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 da. I'm just sorting through. This is good because I'm getting all the colors out. Okay, so that's Rich Razzleberry, which is gone. Blackberry Bliss, Highland Heather, and Gorgeous Grape. But you can see Highland Heather is much more blue. This is much more pink toned. Da, da, da. Then here's one of the blues. Ever so excited about this. This is for me, a true blue. It's called Azure Afternoon. It's in the brights. So Pacific Point is the one that left. Let's see, what other blues have we got here? Night of Navy. Yeah, so Pacific Point was the one that's left, but this, again, this is much brighter in tone, the blue. So when I'm just going to, whilst I'm gonna do this because this is Blueberry Bushel. And this is a returning blue. So it wasn't in color. And again, this is kind of like a royal blue. To me, that's kind of the shade that I would call it. It's very, very different in tone to Azure, but you'll see that the two work really, really well. Yeah, you've got the kind of combination there. I am very excited about all the blues. Right, okay, so which color is this? This is Pretty Peacock. Now, Pretty Peacock was one of the colors that I was most excited about coming back. This is a absolute true teal. It's a blue-green. So I'm going to put Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay. It's definitely a muted shade. Or a muddy color. It's muted or muddy. But it is such a great neutral, and so many colors work with it. Bermuda Bay is the color that's gone. Coastal Cabana is still here, and Pool Party is still here. Okay, so I'm going to leave those there for that one. This is Lost Lagoon. This is another returning color. And when you put it kind of with Pretty Peacock, you'll see they tone beautifully together. And again, it's a muted color, it's a muddy color, it's a earth tone color, all the things that we're calling it. But it's soft. It's kind of got a blue-green thing going on, but it's not a true teal. It's much, much softer than that. Oh, let's have a look. So Deborah is loving the color chart. Thank you. Gina's loving these new colors. Balmy blue, says Tara, is closest to baby blue. Yeah. Gina loves the bubble bath pink one. Bubble bath looks lavender on Valerie's phone. Yeah, this is part of the problem with showing things on video, because you will often find that your monitor changes the color tone. Now, something that I discovered the other day is most monitors have settings on them that nobody ever knows about. So if you've got an independent monitor, so a monitor that your computer plugs into, usually underneath the monitor or to the side, there are buttons, and you can press those buttons and set it up to be like daylight colors or soft colors for the evening. You can change your resolution, so how many pixels in the screen. You can change the brightness of the monitor and all these things. It's really, really cool. So yeah, so there you go. So have a feel around your monitor and see if you can find some settings. Tara's asking, what size are the cards? I think they are 3 inches. Yeah. So these cards were originally just for demonstrators. They were for sale. And what I'm going to do now is continue cutting 3-inch squares of all my colors, and then I'll keep my current colors on one ring and then my retired colors on another, because doing this, it makes it really interesting to kind of see, because you look at a color and you think, darn, I've got that color, I've got a color similar to that, but actually you don't. It's really surprising. So this is Pecan Pie, which is the new brown. And I wanted, I'm so demanding, I wanted a red brown. Basically, I wanted chocolate chip back. Those of you that know chocolate chip, I wanted chocolate chip back. Chocolate chip isn't back. I'm not sure about pecan pie. I am sure in time I will grow to love it, but I don't know. It just feels a bit of a strange colour to me. I would love your opinions. So that's crumb cake. That's soft suede, which is the one that's gone. And that is early espresso. So you see, to my mind, I wanted a mid-tone brown, which is what this is, but I wanted it to have more red in it. There's Cajun Craze, just to kind of give you a tonal thing. Alice saying pecan pie is muddy. Yeah. I don't know. But it's the same with everything, isn't it? Change is always interesting, and we just have to work our way through it. Oh, yeah. So Deborah loved chocolate chip, creamy cocoa. Was it creamy caramel? Creamy caramel was a brown, and then baked brown sugar, which was a color similar to this as well. Valerie's saying that she was rooting for cinnamon cider. Yeah. And then look, can we put all the flags out? Look what's back. So this is Misty Moonlight. And we love Misty Moonlight. It's muddy again, though. So there is Blueberry Bushel and Azure Afternoon. But Misty Moonlight, you see, oh, there was a cocoa one. Yes. Oh my word. I'm going to have to hang on. I bet I know where I'll find it. Da, da, da. That's the original catalogue. Close to cocoa. Look, there's chocolate chip, close to cocoa, and creamy caramel. So yeah, chocolate chip, close to cocoa, creamy caramel. Honestly, some of these colours, I wanted Sage Shadow back as well. Close to cocoa, yay! Right. Tara still has some chocolate chip. I would put it under lock and key, Tara. I'll come and steal it. Actually, one of my customers did say to me the other day that she had some chocolate chip. If I was, really sad, she'd let me have some sheets. But the thing is, if I use it, then I'll be sad again because I can't get any more. Thank you, Laura. Blueberry and Misty. Yeah, exactly. Night of Navy. It's all good. It's all good. Right, and then the last one is Berry Burst. Now, Berry Burst is a returning colour. I don't know whether I've got any pinks left. Nope. Oh, yeah. That's Flirty Flamingo. Let me go back to the pink pile. That's Magenta Madness. You see, I thought it was similar to that, but it's nowhere near. And look how orange that looks. This is another blue pink. Melon Mambo and Polished Pink as well. They are so cool. So do you have any favourites? Let me know. Yes. So what I will get asked is, I know many of you, like me, are collectors. This is what we call ourselves. We are crafting collectors. We curate a collection of crafting goodies that we will never confess how big our collection is. So when we have a color refresh like this, obviously you're going to want the new colors. But as you can see, they're kind of scattered around all the color families. So what you'll find in the new catalogue are several things. So you will find a set of markers, and these are all the new and returning colors. You'll find a collection of A4 or 8.5 by 11 for those of you in North America, A4 cardstock, 12 by 12 cardstock in the mixed collections. You'll also find ink pads as a set of 11. So if you just want to get these new colors, then those are you can do that, absolutely. And I think as well, just adding like a pack of the A4 or 8.5 by 11 cardstock to your first order of the mixed will give you the opportunity to see how it looks together with the colors and things that you've got. Because like I said, monitors don't always give you a true representation. Or, you know, if you're in the UK, join in with one of my craft alongs, because you get cardstock and patterned paper in every kit, and you'll get to see the new colors, because obviously I'm really excited about them. So we'll be using them. And we're going to be using a lot of blue in May. So yeah, I'm going to introduce you to most of the blues. So that's really cool. But that's for the May craft along. And actually the deadline for booking for that is Sunday, I think the 30th of April. Yeah, so that'll be Sunday. So you can either book and pay for the class, or you can place a £45 order and use the host code that's on my blog, and I'll send you, when your email comes through informing me of your order, I email you out and find out whether or not you'd like a card and a gift, or whether you would prefer to do the craft along. Obviously, I hope you want to do the craft along, but I know I have lots of lovely customers who want my cards, so that makes me really happy too. So they say, no, thank you, I'm going to have a card and a gift this month. So let's have a look. So Tara's saying Berry Burst and Moody Mauve and the Blues are her favourite. And if ever she had enough money to buy a house, she'd turn it into a craft house. Yes, that sounds like a plan. Flirty Flamingo is well named because flamingos are orangey pink in real life. Yeah, you see, because we kind of think that flamingos are pink, and it's because of what they eat, isn't it? Is it shrimps that they eat? But it is quite orangey. So there we go. Right. So last quick look at this awesomeness that is a colour chart. And let me introduce you to a new stamp set. This is called Cheerful Daisies. And it is a 2-step stamp set. And I've been playing with this, and it is really interesting because it will match up beautifully. So sometimes with the 2-step stamping, they don't necessarily line up. They're not designed to line up perfectly. These will, but you have to make sure that you're paying attention because you need to kind of look over the top of it to make sure. And if you're like me and you wear varifocals, sometimes that's a bit tricky because the level on your lens, depending on where the level of your lenses are, it can kind of distort things. So I need to get some Berry Burst, Lemon Lolly. I've got to learn all these new colours. And Bubble Bath. And I know these are daisies, and I know daisies generally aren't pink. But here in the UK, we do have white daisies that have like pink tips. They're a weed basically that grow in your lawn, but I love them, and we make daisy chains with them. So on another craft along, I will kind of color these to go with that. Not today, although actually I could try and do it. Hang on, let me move that. Let me just see if I can make a proper daisy, a UK daisy. So I'm going to stamp. So that's the outer in Berry Burst. And then I'm going to use the Bubble Bath marker and just colour the tips of this inner part of the flower, and then use the Berry Burst as well, but only a tiny bit. I have no idea whether this is going to work, but we'll see. So give it a magic huff. So whenever you're using markers on a stamp, if you breathe on it, I call it the magic huff. And the moisture in your breath reactivates the ink, because obviously it takes a bit of time to color it all in. So it makes that sound. And then I'm going to look right over the top. See if I can line it up. Can you see? Just got the little pink edges. And then I'll use the lemon lolly and stamp it off. There. So it just gives you the little pink tips, which is really cool. Okay, so let's have a look. Carton Co says they love this set. I've already put cards for it on Instagram. It's already on a pre-order. Awesome. I will go and check those out. Valerie's saying Gerbera daisies have way more intense fun colours. So Berry Burst is very apt. So yes, so these absolutely can be garden daisies or gerberas. So what I'm going to do is, which way round? We'll make a card blank. Out of Berry Burst. Excuse me. And a layer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just some stamping along one edge for this card. And I've got my one of my other favorite sets. This is Staying. It's called Best Family Ever. It's brilliant because it's got so many different names, but also I just love this happy birthday. So let's just... So I'm going to stamp these daisies all down one side. And then the happy birthday just here. I'm going to stamp the centers of the flowers. Now, this stamp set does have a set of dies that go with, which is really cool. So you'll see those at another time, but I just wanted to play with a few of the new colors today. Right, so I'm going to use Bubble Bath. This is such a beautiful pink. Now, just take a second. Like I said, I don't think you've got my head in the shot, but you just have to line it up. Ooh. I'm concentrating. So there you go. It's so pretty. Now, if I'd got some gems upstairs, I would put some gems on. But I don't. It's always a strange time of year for me when things are retiring and lots of stuff goes quite quickly. So it means as things disappear, I just take them off my shelf. So it means that then I run out of things I can use. Hence, I'm using the new colors. So there we go. So there is a lovely but very simple, completely flat card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a second one with just a little bit of a step up, not a huge step up, but it will just lift it a little bit. So just make another card blank. Now, this particular stamp set has also got, like I said, it's got a set of dies, but there's also some really beautiful patterned papers as well. And I will show you, I will show you them all. It's just little by little. Now, I know lots of you are very eager to get your hands on the catalogue. They are bagged up, labelled up, and going in the post in the morning. Yes, it's Bubble Bath and Triana. It is Bubble Bath. Oh, actually, I just need to do the inside. And let me clean this stamp as well because I'm getting ink everywhere. And I think I'll just show you. I've been stamping off the yellow, but I'm just going to do it full strength here just so you can see. It's really quite a vibrant yellow. It's really cool. So So that's for that inside. If I don't do it, I'll come to send this card out and it won't have an inside. And then I'll have to get all the stamps out again. So that's that one. So let's do the same for this one. And then I'll just okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp daisies over a bigger area, and then I'm actually going to chop it. But it means then that you get sort of different patterns. So I'm actually going to, may as well cover over the whole thing whilst I'm doing this. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to make my own background paper. You know, I love Stampin' Up patterned paper, but sometimes they don't have the colors that I need. So Oop. Can you see me concentrating? I've got my sticking my tongue out whilst I'm trying to get these lined up perfectly. So it will line up, and I know that for many of you that's really important. I don't mind the whole kind of not lining up properly bit, but I do find sometimes that it is nice when you've got a stamp set that does actually line up beautifully. One more. Ta-da! Oh no, nearly missed it. And let's have bright yellow centers on this one. Andriana said, I'm making I want this set. Absolutely. It's so cool. Daisies are awesome. Da-da. So, of course, you could get a strip and put a strip and your sentiment and do that. Do you know what? I'm kind of thinking that I want to do that. What do you think? I was going to cut this down, but do you know what? I love it like that. Let's keep that. And let's just get, this is card making on the fly, everyone. kind of start out with a thought of what it is I want to do. And then I just kind of go off piste a bit. Right. So I'm going to quickly fussy cut this. Doris has arrived. Hello, Doris. How are you doing? Doris is in central Wisconsin. 36 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's fairly chilly, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Doris. I get so confused with the centigrade and Fahrenheit conversion. I'm sure there is a really easy way to do it. I'm sure you must be able to take off a certain number or add a certain number to figure out what it is in centigrade or in Fahrenheit. But I don't know what that is. I guess I ought to learn. Maybe that can be my challenge for next week, is to figure out how to convert the temperatures. So next week, whilst I'm busy fussy cutting, next week is the launch of this new catalogue. So that's going to be very exciting, I have to say. I will be showcasing more new products, obviously. I will have a very large order going in on Tuesday, so I can get all of my favorite products from the catalogue, because as a demonstrator, we can pre-order early. But on a main catalogue, on a big catalogue, we can only pre-order certain things. And quite a few of my favorite stamp sets weren't on the pre-order list, so I've had to wait. So this was my plan. Let me see. Oh, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing. So that's pretty chilly then. Pretty chilly then. Still wearing a winter coat. Here we go. Yeah. So that's what I want to do. Get some dimensionals on the back here and on here. Ooh, this is sticking to my fingers. Oh dear. Right. Let's just pull those off. So all I've done is just snipped this sentiment with a pair of scissors. Obviously, you can punch it out or die cut it, whatever is your preference. That backing doesn't want to come off. Yeah, whatever you prefer to do. I don't know what's wrong with that. Let me get another one. Sometimes I just snip them. So I want to figure out, I want to put that over the top of that one. So that needs to go there. Ooh, needs to go a tiny bit further underneath. There we go. So let me tidy up this crazy mess. Get those two out. Pop that one down like so. So there's the finished card. And let me just pull those colours So they're the colours. There's the stamp set and the 2 cards. There we go. All done. So let's have a look. So Doris has given me an easy calculation from Fahrenheit to centigrade is to subtract 30 and divide by 2. So that means if we subtract 30, that gives us 6. Divide by 2, so that means it's 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Does that make sense? Awesome. Patricia's saying she loves the daisy stamps. Oh, thank you. Tara, thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle. Just fun, happy cards. Happy, happy, happy cards. So have a wonderful week. Have fun at the weekend. And for those of you that have got a bank holiday on Monday, enjoy your 3-day weekend. I'll be back here at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. It will be a busy day because we've got catalogue launch. I've got my in-person card class on Tuesday morning. So, yeah, it'll be busy. Thank you so much. I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Goodbye.